Hello friends, Tony here, welcome. In this video, let's work with a dashboard and with errors on the login and register form. On the dashboard, I want to get the user details and display here. Right now, if I just refresh, we make a request the user, but we are unauthorized because if I open the backend, we have this route to get the user details, but we need to be authenticated because we use this middleware auth sanctum to get the user, okay? And then we just return the request user. Good. Also, let's work with errors here. As you can see, I have added the dashboard link. Let me just show you. In the app.vue, I have added this div, and inside the div, I pass the home link and the dashboard link. Okay, let's close this. Now let's work with the login and register form errors, and then with the dashboard to display the details. On the register, let's start. I'm going to create a constant for the errors, so constant errors, which is going to be reactive with the name, email, password, and password confirmation. All of them is going to be an empty array for now. Then I'm going to remove this const response and also this one. Then we use the try catch. We try to get the post to the register and then catch the error. And I'm going to say just E here. Instead of just console error, I'm going to say if the error response status is 422, I'm going to assign the error's name with them. But for now, let's just comment this and save and just see. On the browser, if I go to register, and I'm going to say name just test, and to show you on the database, I don't have any user. So let's say now test here, add like this. I'm going to add password 1 to 4, which is not correct. I'm going to say register, and we have this 422 response. Okay, for that we check here if the response status is 422, and then if I go to response, we have a JSON response with a message and also errors object, which has also right now has a password, which is an array with this. The password field must be at least 8 characters. Okay, now here we check if errors response status is 422. We'll assign the error's name, the errors response data, errors name or password for the password. But we have an underline error here, which says E is of type unknown because we use TypeScript, and I'm going to say E is going to be instance of the Axios error in that case. And if the error response, now here we have again an underline error because we use TypeScript, so error response is possibly undefined, and for that we need to add a question mark here. Then we will assign error's name to this one, email, and the password. Okay, now let's display them. So after the input for the name, I'm going to say template, and let's say if error's name length, if we have error's name, add a paragraph or maybe a span, and make a v for error in errors.name, passing the key and displaying that. And also we need to close the template. Now the error's name right now is not, maybe it's empty somewhere. Let's just add a question mark here, and let's copy this and do the same for the email. pass in here. So errors name length, set of name. Now we need to say email because we're going to display for the email, and the same for the password. Pass it here, say password, and I'm going to save this, and let's come here and refresh. And I'm going to say test, add the password, but the password confirmation is going to be 124. Register, and now we have the error here. The password field must confirmation does not match. So if I add now password and say register, now we have 201 successful. Okay, good. Let's try one more time. So I'm going to say test, and let me just see on the database refresh. We have a test. I'm going to copy this email and paste it here. The password. So the password is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. We have here for the email and for the password now. If I say register. Yeah. Sorry for that. We need to delete the cookies. And now let's say register. Now we have the email has already been taken and also the password. Okay. Okay, now let's do the same for the login. And let me just go here on the backend. I'm going to say artisan migrate fresh, delete every user here. And let's go to login. Right now, if I just say something here, yeah, we have not success login, but we don't show the errors. Yeah, we have 422. So we can do the same thing on the login. Let's open the login.vue and create also here const errors. Yeah, we send to be reactive email and the password, and then also remove this one, this one, this one, and just say if errors response status is 422, the same thing we need to do if the errors is an instance of Axios error and error response. Now let's display, and let me just copy here. Let's display here for the email. Okay, and for the password. I think we are good. Okay, let's try. Let's go and refresh. Let's say test. Login, and the credentials do not match. Let's go and register with the user. I'm going to say Tony for now. And Tony at tony.com, add the password, correct one. And let's go register. Very good. Now let's go to login. Yeah, we need to delete this first. And let's go to login. Say Tony at tony.com, but the password is going to be just like this. Save. Now we have this credential does not match, but if I say the correct password, login, now we have a success login. We need to clean the errors first. So let me just open, and for every time we call this, I first want to say errors dot email to be an empty and errors.password to be an empty array. And now, yeah. Okay, we can go again here and delete. So come here and say Tony at tony.com, add the password. When I have the error, then if I add the correct password, the error is gone. Okay. Let's do the same thing for the register. Here's name, here's email, password. Okay. Now let's work with the dashboard. We get the user here instead of something like this. Let's get a constant. User to be able with ref from Vue, and initially is going to be null. And now here I'm going to say not user but get user. I'm going to update this, and here now I'm going to say user value response.data, and instead of calling the user, we need to call the get user. Okay, we have a dashboard. Let's add some classes here. So class to be text 3XL, and text to be slate 200. Okay, then I'm going to add a div, and we added here a button to log out. Let's close this, but we have an error because the user assigned us the ref null. We can say it's going to be an object with a name and the email, an empty string, and now we are good. If I save and let's go here, go to dashboard. Now welcome back, Tony. And if I delete this and refresh, just to say welcome back, if I go to register also, and let's say I'm going to say John and John Doe dot com, add the password correct, and password here, register. Okay, if I go to dashboard, we are logged in. As you can see, when we register, we are logged in. Now we have this logout, so take a look here. If I say click on the logout, is updating, but the user remains, so we need to change that. Try logout, we have a response. I don't want to get that, but what I want is to say, yeah, we can go to login, but for now, let's just say user dot value to be empty. I'm going to save, and now go and refresh. Go to login with Tony at tony.com, add the password, say login, go to dashboard. We are now, if I say logout, we remove that. Okay, that's it all about this video, friends. What I wanted to show you. Somehow we have now the authentication. We can go and log in, register, log out, display the user details. What we need is to work with the storage to fetch the cookies once, and when we log out to update the cookies. Also, when we log in, instead of staying here, I want to redirect to dashboard. The same thing when we register, and when we log out, when we are on the dashboard and click on the logout, to redirect the login page. Okay, friends. Now, if you like such videos, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like the video, share with your friends, and see you in the next one. All the best.